Will Doofy find the jar of his dreams? Find out in episode 86 of the Doofy Doo Talk Through of Shiren, the Wanderer. Hey there, I seem to have gotten Bandicam back up and running. I am still in this shop. As I was saying a few minutes ago, there are a ton of scrolls that cost 300 guidons. I don't remember what they are. I'm going to come up with a new name. I think I'm going to call this 300. I used to take a class with this guy who would never say the number 100. He would always say hundo, like Hundo. It was kind of annoying, but very memorable. So everyone in the class eventually started saying hundo instead of 100. I don't know where he picked that up. Alright. Sell my Klutzoid. I won't need that. And then, let's see. Anything else I want to ID? This gourd-shaped jar. Let's see. So close. I kind of want to buy this 5k armband, because even though I don't really care, because I know it's good. It's either happy, recovery, or passage. All three of those are pretty good. Just need a little bit more money. Let me shove something in these other jars. I got some weeds. Let's see. Oh, alright. So this is a change jar. Oh, if you're wondering why I sold the jar that made the item disappear when it could have been a bottomless and I could have used it to steal everything in the shop, I don't have any equipment, so I don't want to take the risk that it's a storehouse jar. You can use a trick that Lena taught me. If you completely fill your Canyon Hamlet storehouse to ID it as a storehouse jar, the item will just come out. But my storehouse is not full. Let me see what this is. Alright, so this is a happy armband. One of the nice things about the happy armband, I think this is a possible way to solve that puzzle too. There's a puzzle where you have to like equip everything in the shop. And one of the items is a happy armband. So an alternate way to do that puzzle is just to put on the happy armband and run around in the shop until you gain a bunch of levels. In some ways, the happy armband makes the beginning of Face Final Puzzle a little bit boring. But as I said previously, once you get to around level 12 or level 13, the happy armband just doesn't give you experience fast enough to make a huge difference. So initially, when you have a happy armband, you're like, this is the best thing ever! And it's well designed, because later on, getting 1 EXP every step doesn't really make much of a difference when you're getting like a couple thousand or even several hundred experience points for every kill. But right now it does make a difference, so I'm gonna run around this shop till I level up some. I think I should be able to sell enough junk to buy it, but if I can't afford it, at least I'll have used it a little bit to get some experience. Let's see. Got 2 floor dragon meats. I guess I'll sell my meatify. And buy the happy armband. That, I don't know. I think the floor dragon meat wouldn't have been enough. So, you might be wondering like, why did you sell that? Oh gosh. Oh, you changed my change jar before I could use it. But you can see, just that, there we go. Just those couple levels were all I needed to be able to kill a floor dragon without resorting to my Poofoo staffs. They're still doing a lot of damage, and it's still not incredibly safe, but it's definitely better than it was. Alright, now while I run back and forth down this long hallway, hopefully I won't run into too many rice changers, I will go back to what I was talking about. Last time I was going through the reasons I died that first run, and I got into not exploring floor 22 because I was hit with the strange spell by the Haze Hermit. I should have stood on the stairs, used the speed heal until I broke the strange spell, and then moved on. But I just immediately went down the stairs, so that was a mistake. Prior to that, another reason I possibly could have died, I ran into an air devil in a corridor. I could have used the Staff of Happiness on the air devil, bounced it off the air devil, and I think it gives you like 500 HP. It gives you a lot of, or HP, 500 experience points. I'm not sure the exact number, but it gives you quite a lot. It doesn't raise your level automatically after a certain point. But if I just bounced that Staff of Happiness off of the air devil a few times, I would have been at a higher level. Probably would have been able to survive the encounter with the Deister tank later on, because my level would have been higher. Are there any other reasons? Actually, the two most important reasons happened even earlier, and Black Looper pointed them both out. Oh boy, this is bad. This is a time where I could use the Floor Dragon meat to escape if I really needed to, but I'm going to try to save it. And one more step and get hit. And then at least he's a space away, so I'll have a chance if I run into somebody. I can get back to the stairs. Yeah, I'm just going to go down the stairs. It's a little dangerous, but again, making choices could have bad consequences. But I lucked out. I don't seem to be running into another one. This is a common bottleneck for people. They die when they start running into chain heads and gazes, so this is a big spike in the difficulty curve in Face Final Puzzle. Great, it's not a staff. The sort of foolproof solution to this problem would be to eat the Floor Dragon meat, and then what could the gaze really make me do? But I'm going to try to save my Floor Dragon meat for an emergency. Oh boy, now I'm wasting... Oh! That could have been ugly. Alright, I threw my jar. That could have been a strengthening jar, but luckily it turned out to be a venting jar, and luckily the Lilac didn't make me throw the venting jar at it. Oh, that was dumb. The safe move in that situation would have been to eat the Floor Dragon meat, and then I could have killed it, or even thrown the Floor Dragon meat at the Lilac, which could have missed, so that wasn't super safe. But eating the Floor Dragon meat would have been safe. So, again, if I had died at that point, that would have been an obvious place where I made a stupid decision. Oh no! Pitfall traps are really deadly in Face Final Puzzle because you miss out on loot and experience. And that is extremely dangerous early on in the dungeon. What was I talking about? Oh, previous reasons. Black Looper mentioned both of them. The most important mistake I made... Oh no. Alright, this could be the end right here. Yeah, if I get hypnotized again, it's gonna be ugly. What do I have though? I'm gonna swing this Skull Staff, I think. Hopefully it does something good and doesn't just speed up. Alright. If it sped up the Death Reaper's already fast, so I don't think it would have been a big deal, but lucked out. What the heck? I'll use it again. Hey! Teleported both of them. That was just a calculated risk. Ooh. I guess I could have avoided that situation by shooting arrows down the corridor, but it's too early to really start shooting arrows down corridors. So I'm just gonna keep walking down. If I run into another Lilac, so be it. Black Looper said that I should have tried to generate the unequipped trap, and I would have had an Armband of Sight. That was the huge mistake. That was like, oh boy. What the heck? Try it again. There we go. I'm getting really lucky with this Skull Staff. Yeah, if I had done that, the rest of the run possibly might have been winnable. I mean, easily winnable. So that was the obvious mistake I made early on in the run. And then another mistake I made that Black Looper pointed out, there was a moment when I ran into some slimes and I ran away from them, and I did not pick up an armband, and then I ran into a Skull Wizard, and it confused me, and I ran away, and I got my equipment rusted, and I eventually made it to the stairs. I had a recovery staff. Whew, didn't fall down that one, luckily. So, recovery staff does 50 HP, or 50 damage to any undead monster. I could have used the recovery staff to kill the Skull Wizard and unequip my equipment and killed the slimes, and then I could have gone back and gotten that armband. And I don't know what kind of armband it was, but it could have been a good one, and I definitely would have had more experience. So That's another decision I made. What the heck? I'm gonna try to... Oh, I got lucky again. I'm being super careless right now. I should have just gone down the stairs. And swinging that Nada Staff, pointless, because it was already a level 1, so I was thinking, oh, maybe it'll level down. It can't level down. I forgot. The next level Lelics are like green, I think. Alright, and I ate a kidney seed. You can see if you eat a kidney seed and run into, let's say, a tank, that can cause your death. So, a little bit dangerous, but there are no really deadly enemies on this floor. So, that was another big mistake I made that Black Looper pointed out. And that could have potentially turned the run around. So, just remember that there are a lot of choices you make in this game. And when you run into a bad situation... Great Hall. I'm gonna read this other scroll. It would be hilarious if it was oh my gosh! It's a monster scroll. I'm in a Great Hall Monster House and there's a dragon. Will I go for that shield, that tempting shield? Find out next episode in Shiren the Wanderer. Oh, it's so close. It's teasing me. I can almost touch it. Why is this game so cruel? A rogue who's scared sometimes and isn't very strong needs a shield or 2 or 3 before he can go on. I want to run to you. I want to run to you. I'll hold you in my arms. You'll keep me safe from harm. I want to run to you. But if I come to you, tell me, will I survive? Or will I be burned alive? Burned alive. Burned alive.
Just need a little bit more money.